Hi, my name is Rolane or Rolls, and I am the counselling psychotherapist at Royal High School. So my model is person centered, and the guy who created that, called Carl Rogers, had a theory that trauma was created in relationships, and therefore that trauma would also be healed in a relational context. Why should you come to therapy? So, you might be struggling with anxiety, you may be depressed or having a continuous low mood. It may be loss, where you've recently fallen out and lost friends, or physically lost someone through death, and you need to process that. You may have a lack of self confidence, or there's no one that you trust and you don't have anyone to talk to about things, but you do need someone to talk to. You might find it difficult to make friends, or you may have relocated from another area and finding it hard to adjust to your new surroundings. You may be just feeling overwhelmed with life, maybe that's schoolwork or home life, and again need to speak about some of what you're experiencing. So, what might happen in terms of some of the things that I mentioned, like things to look out for? Well, you might start to feel that you're changing, and it changes the view of yourself in terms of you don't feel like you are the person that you think you are. It might impact the way you relate to people in your life, like your friends, family, and even your teachers. You may It may affect the way that you think in terms of things feeling a bit more overwhelming and stressful at times, and this may impair your ability to focus on things like schoolwork and to have healthy relationships, have the ability to just do your hobbies and, kind of enjoy life.
When should you come to therapy? When you've tried to work things through on your own and there's been no change, or it's getting harder. As recently mentioned, you may be alone and you may have no one else to talk to, or you can't trust anyone else to hear the sensitive issues you hold. If you feel more and more overwhelmed, or when you just feel ready and it's relevant. How can you access support? The main referral route would be through guidance. You can self-refer through QR codes on posters. You can pop in and see me if my door is open. You can text my work phone or email. The details are on all the posters. Or seek support with the process from a staff member you trust. I offer support in school term and school holidays to those that need it. What are the stigmas around therapy? That people who go are weak-minded, that poor mental health is something to be ashamed of, that it can't or won't help or change things to be better. Sometimes these stigmas come from fear and a lack of understanding. At any time in life, we can come under crisis with our mental health, like injury happens in physical health. Sometimes it is that bad you just need professional help to repair. There can also be lighter subjects you need a different perspective to help see a new path. My understanding is that therapy is a space to learn about ourselves, and in life there is too much noise and distraction to sometimes recognize or hear our own needs and desires. It's to help build on things we may lack in terms of the way we think about ourselves, our own self-confidence, emotions, physical experience, and mental understanding. In gaining more awareness of all these parts, we hope to integrate and improve our well-being. reducing the amount of anxiety, shame, and judgment we hold towards ourselves and others, and create a clearer sense of what is important to us as individuals. School will teach you many useful, practical things around knowledge, to read and write, to do sums, and to think about science, philosophy, religion, and other subjects, including people. Counselling looks at the science of self, including fight and flight, the impacts of developmental changes like puberty, attachment theory, social and relational issues, emotional and mental understanding, dreams, hopes, strengths, weaknesses, positive and negative thought patterns. This isn't a structured lesson. It's not a fixed teaching, just sharing and informing when the time seems appropriate to link theory to help you understand what is possibly happening in your experience. How do we do this? Through talking, playing games, music, art, writing, a lot of different ways. It's your space, your choice. I'm here to support and help you do that in a safe way.
I'd just like to thank you so much for taking time out your day to listen to what the service has to offer.